thing or they give their opinion and the truth. So,
all right, I've heard enough. You're just breathing heavy into the mic. I've heard an absolute enough.
Sorry.
No, fucking Roxy. Oh, now you're gonna get it going?
I just looked and see my camera wasn't on. I was waiting for her to get done talking. I didn't want to interrupt her. I thought my camera was on the whole time. I was sitting there listening.
Okay, now we're 9 minutes into the show. Okay, like, come on. Like, everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I put out an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Now Wonder Woman comes late too. Congratulations. I put out an announcement. I said we've officially parted ways with Savage. Mike and I have no bad blood. She's not banned from the Discord. Basically, she told Xylee at Fat Camp, my pirates couldn't find anything on you. Now, Savage said that she was joking around, but Xylee and the other host that I talked to said otherwise. It's just too many cases of Savage going IRL. And after Fat Camp, she showed Becky's house, which, again, IRL. She threatened to go to Twiggy's house, again, IRL. We just can't have this type of behavior here. I'm all for second chances, but you all know that I'm on my 8th chance with Savage with this IRL shit, and I had to make this tough call. Tryouts for Milkers will be held this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. As long as the women are there to keep trying out, it'll go on until we find the new host. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay, I just didn't want to interrupt her because she was telling a story. So, are you done, Zeta?
Yeah.
Thank you. Told
Yeah.
you told everything that happened.
So what do you think? What the fuck? Your host
I'm
is
fucking
gone.
pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm not happy at all about it. I mean, I'm really fucking upset that all this even had to come out, that everything was just fucking pulled against her. I just don't understand, like, why didn't people at the time, if they felt threatened or she threatened somebody, why didn't they just go to them and say, hey, Keen, I just got done talking to Savage. She said this and this to me. I don't know why it all had to come out at one time. That's what I'm confused about. But I respect Keen. It's his business. It's his decision. If she goes IRL and he feels that she's done it too much, what can I do? I'm just not fucking happy. That I don't want anybody else up here, but it is what it is. And you guys just got to support me. Let Keen see that you guys still love us, want the Milkers here, and you're going to support us. Zeta said she has a large following. I'm sure her people will come over and support us.
I don't have a large following. I just know people with money, girl.
Oh, well, hey, large following people money, you can be too. They got money. They're going to come over and support you. You said it a lot of times. You have high people in high places. So let's see what you got, girl. You literally fucking threw somebody's shit out there for a job.
There are some pirates and stuff in the chat saying they're canceling their membership. By all means, like, I mean, dude, if this is not going to be the show for you, you should cancel your membership, you know? But you got to understand where I'm coming from. Like, bro, we just can't have this. Like, I've given Savage 1 trillion chances to stop this behavior, and it just keeps on happening. So it's just one of those things, you know? I got to make sure that I'm sorry, Pirate said shut it down. No, we're not going to shut it down. We're going to recast the show, and the show's going to keep growing and be successful. Like, that's just what's going to happen.
Listen, Saturday, there's auditions. I want to work with somebody who's going to be fucking fun. We can do crazy fucking things. If Savage is really gone, the guys, don't fucking just give up. Please don't give up. I'm begging you. We're here. We love you. Don't give up on us. Please just give me a chance.
And I just want to say, I don't hate Savage. I don't. I like her. Brantley likes her. But it's like, bro, like, you know, when I got other hosts coming to me saying, like, I will not go to live events if she's there, it goes all the way back to, like, when Becky was bringing up this issue, which, again, I once again gave Savage more chance. I'm over there covering for Savage, being like, Becky, she didn't really mean that. She's not going to do anything. She'll be on her best behavior. It's like, you guys see me for months and months and months help give second chances, third chances, fourth chances, and just try to get Savage to stop with the threats and stuff. Yeah. But it's, you know, it is what it is. You can't have a community like this, like the LCU with all these different hosts, our live events, all our shows, our community, and we're trying to make it safe when this type of behavior is happening. You guys know that. So you can be mad at anyone you want, but don't fucking be mad at me. Don't try to say, oh, Keem's an asshole. Keem did this and Keem was doing unfair. Because, motherfucker, you're going to get slapped with a fucking truth bomb from hell. Facts on top of facts. We can go through the Rolodex of, oh, she did this, gave her another chance. She did this, gave her another chance. We did this, gave her another chance. Defended her here, defended her here, defended her this, defended her that. Motherfucker, I will slap you with so much truth, your fucking neck will be broken. So I don't want to hear that as my fault. That's what I fought. Yeah,
I fought like hell for her and begged and begged. But once Keem made it seem like, yes, this is the reason why no matter what happened at that camp, he's not holding that against her. He's saying the constant IRL things is just too much, and that's what he's saying that he can't have anymore. So the Pirates don't think he's taking everybody's words and just believing them about the fat camp and dance and stuff. That has nothing to do with it at all. Yeah. I just want people to know that.
The thing that got me was that Twiggy sat up on live and retracted the truth. He retracted the truth, and then she still banned his ass for good from the Discord. Like, how fucked up is that? You know what I'm saying?
That bothered me. Like, Twiggy should have got mercy in that situation, but, you know,
she had no
I don't know what.
None. Oh, shit. That's fucked up.
Roxy, I got a question for you, Roxy. Mm-hmm. So, when we were at Fat Camp, and Keenstar came to talk to you because no recording. He gave you that warning, right? He said no recording at Fat Camp whatsoever. Right, so that was
not whatsoever, but no recording, yes.
Hold on. So that was like, what, day 4 or something? The wedding was the final day of Fat Camp. Mm. So it's, I think Xylee has said, or Zeta has said as well, that you were recording that event. So why did you do that when you were told no recording?
Okay, let me explain. Because Michael came behind the camera, gave me his camera, and said we're going to vlog members only content. He gave me the signs when to record. He gave me the signals down not to record. That's what I did. I mean, Keem was sitting there. I took pictures of Keem and everybody. It's all on Michael's camera. He knows everything I recorded.
Okay, guys, real quick. No donation left behind. Mel says, I'll support you now that she's gone. Ooh.
So it's official. We actually got another firing after a long time. So I guess some things are kind of true for now. For now. So if you're not aware, Savage has been completely off the show. She's been fired from Milkers. So for now, it's just Roxy and whoever. They're supposed to have an audition come, I believe, this Saturday. Yeah. So that finally happened. You know, I didn't think it would ever happen. Honestly, I didn't think after Wings. Then again, Wings kind of made sense, but also people were saying the same thing, that Wings would come back. But given Wings being Wings, yeah, it made sense that he wasn't gonna come back, at least on his end and not their end, right? In the case of Savage, I was actually very surprised. I was very surprised that they actually fire her. I was like, yeah, this is gonna just be one big, they're not gonna fire her. She's gonna get a really big punishment. She's gonna take her loss, and I'm like, oh, she actually did got fired. I guess in the end of the day, Queens won. I guess they won their little war between the Milkers, which was been brewing. Finally happened. From what I can tell, that a lot of people were really surprised, given that Savage is known for pulling stunts like this all the time. And apparently she got the main reason for her firing rather than a suspension was because originally she was supposed to be suspended. But that ended up happening, and she was then completely fired because she was IRLing Xylee. Yeah. I know a lot of the Milker fans are like upset, or some of them are probably relieved. I'm just like, I'm surprised we got a real firing at their Wings. Who's next? I don't know. I probably would say that with this happening, I'm not sure if Milker will last any longer. Obviously, that's up in the air, right? It's up in the air for that one.
I'm that close to them. Just say Wonder Woman. I just met Wonder Woman, right? And she did some outrageous shit that can really fuck her life up. Bitch.
Welcome, Zaddy.
Hey, I just wanted to add to this. It's like, okay, the reason why I insist on privacy and got pissed off at Roxy, who was leaking everything she heard at Fat Camp, is because people are owed privacy. Savage is owed privacy. Mike is owed privacy. Xylee's, everyone there is owed privacy. If the cameras aren't rolling, people shouldn't be gossiping. Oh, this person did this person said this. They shouldn't be doing that. Everyone should feel comfortable in their environment, right? I hate that any of this got leaked. But you know whose fault it was? Roxy's. Fucking Milkers.
Oh.
It's this show. It's this show. I told all the hosts, bro, if you're off camera, that's private. I told all the hosts this. You guys want to say Tina's selling drugs and
I didn't say Tina's selling drugs. I stayed away from the fucking drugs. Do not say that about me. You need to rewatch that thing and what I said. Yes,
you guys said something about Tina and drugs. Okay, I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was in the Discord, but it was you guys.
Yesterday, Savage went up there and said that Tina was giving out and selling Eddie.
Tina did. Yeah, Savage did go up on Queens and say that, but it wasn't on Milkers. Savage went up on Queens and did it. Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. Why are you saying that? All right. Then here's the other thing. All right. Savage went and told everybody on this show that you gave her a pill or something, which then caused the whole psycho mom thing to happen, which then led to you getting fired from your job. What this show right here, Milkers, lolcowmilkers kept saying this happened at Fat Camp, that happened at Fat Camp, this happened at Fat Camp. And what did it result in? It resulted in everybody else y'all were talking about coming to me saying, Keem, they keep leaking stuff. I can't talk about what happened at Fat Camp. Why do they get to? I finally got to the point where I told Tina, okay, anyone say whatever you want at Fat Camp. And as soon as I said that, I didn't realize what was going to happen on Rewind. I didn't realize that Xylee was going to drop the bomb, that Twiggy was telling the truth, and Xylee was going to come out saying Savage had her pussy out and was all over fucking Mike and all. I didn't know any of this shit was coming out. But guess who started this? Guess who wanted to leak all the private time? Who wanted to leak all the private stuff that shouldn't be leaked? This fucking show.
And listen, if Savage really did do that, I don't see why she wouldn't want to even bring up Fat Camp stuff. I would stay far, far away from it.
And it's not just what Savage did. You were constantly leaking stuff, Roxy.
What did I leak after you told me not to leak anything?
Bro, you leaked that Becky was coming.
That's the only thing. Right, I fucking suffered my punishment for that. How am I going to keep holding that against me, Keem?
You were filming shit.
But shit that Mike told me to film.
You know, it's like...
Wait. Mike told you to... Mike told you to film Nightmare and Twiggy when they were having their fight?
That's the beginning.
2 seconds.
When I got in trouble.
Tammy Harwer in the chat. This is now the 10th time that you posted in this chat that you canceled your membership. Cancel it, bitch, and stop typing. We don't care. You're not going to get a medal. No one's fucking shipping you a medal for canceling your fucking membership. You're not going to get a little pirate flag in the mail, bitch. We got it. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. There's going to be a new host here and new viewers here. If this is not your show, get the fuck out. We don't care. You're not going to win a medal, bitch. Stop spamming it. Fucking Tammy. It's always a fucking Tammy. Yo, chat, am I wrong? What in the chat? If it's always a fucking Tammy, it's always a goddamn fucking Tammy. Bro, we should replace the name Karen with fucking Tammy.
Stop, come on. All right.
You know what? I've never said this in my life before, but I think I hate all Tammys. Fuck Tammy.
Fucking brutal, dude.
Bitch over here just trying to get some type of medal. Hey guys, just so you know, I canceled my membership. Hey, do you see me? I'm canceling. Fuck Tammy. Tammy, I don't give a flying fuck, Tammy. Jesus.
Oh, look at the ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. It's flying by. Woohoo.
Tammy got that roast beef hammy.
Dude, can we get fuck Tammy in the chat, bro? Like, bro, you want this attention? I'll give it to you, Tammy. We'll talk the whole show about Tammy. I don't give a fuck.
No, stop. Just stop. No, fuck no, please.
Tammy, Jesus Christ, dude. Your parents did not give you enough attention as a kid, bro. You have a fucking gaping hole in your heart, Tammy, that you need this much attention. Fucking Tammy. Anyhow. Jesus.
No.
My point is you guys wanted to gossip and leak all this stuff about Fat Camp when you all are living in glass houses. I didn't know all this pussy shit was fucking happening. I didn't know that Savage went up to fucking Xylee and said, my pirates couldn't find you.
I didn't know any of this either, Keem.
And you know what? Savage probably was joking. She probably was. I don't know. She probably was. But the thing is fucking Savage of all people can't joke like that.
No.
Bro, she has the reputation of going IRL. She can't be doing that.
I know. I understand that. And I know that's why she's gone. And it just sucks because I know she really wouldn't do it. It's just that her mouth gets her in trouble. My mouth gets me a lot of trouble. I'm fucking wearing Pinocchio for a fucking week. I'm just in trouble. But I'm learning, Keem. I'm learning. I'm brand new. You have people, Boogie, that leak shit. He's been a creator for 20-something years, whatever the fuck he's been. People make mistakes. I'm learning. I'm trying to grow. And you can't keep throwing that in my face. I'm sorry.
And I don't think the Milkers audience, I don't think you even know why the fuck Xylee on Rewind last night leaked all this shit. I don't think you guys understand because for some reason, y'all four girls didn't tell them. So I'm gonna tell you how this played out, okay? Twiggy, when I'm gone at the Kentucky Derby, goes on with Boogie, and they say leak stuff from Fat Camp, and he said Savage had her pussy out and was doing all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Then Savage got very upset by that. She was hounding me on my, on my vacation. I told her I'd be back on Monday.
And so let's keep going into more explanation of, the whole drama for Savage and everything that happened. Do I think they're going to replace her? Obviously, they will replace her. Is she going to ever come back? I don't know. Because as somebody once said, you're not really fired until you're completely banned or you leave the Discord. And as we currently speak, she isn't banned. She's not banned off the Discord. But she's more or less still in there. And, Becky was making a whole stinker. So we'll get into the clip, actually. I'll hold that up once we get into the whole thing with Becky. But, again, what's just happening and this whole thing dealing with, I guess, substance abuse and all that. Let's be fair. Let's honestly be fair. When it's coming to the LCU, this shouldn't be too surprising. If anything, I feel like there's more stuff that we're not really aware of when it's coming to the Fat Camp debacle, right? Because we know for a fact there was a lot of degeneracy going on. There was a lot of stuff that was happening that are very questionable. And I think Savage's stuff was only the tip of the iceberg. Only what we know of. And honestly, yeah, if she kept her mouth shut, probably this wouldn't happen. And the Twiggy stuff, Keem saying that she was cold-hearted and I left a bad taste in her mouth. I'm like, that's just how people are. Not everybody can be generous or nice, or even if they fake it. I don't know. When it's coming to Keemstar stuff like that, it's like you've done some questionable stuff that is very cold-hearted, yet you feel, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? But we'll have to wait. All right, we'll have to wait.
I don't do IRL stuff. I've never done IRL stuff, and I won't do IRL stuff at all, ever.
Hey, Becky. Welcome here, you little hooker.
Oh, sorry, I had you guys in the background. Sorry if there was an echo. I have a question for Roxy. I understand you're going through a lot with this, Roxy, but you started the stream saying that you are here for Savage and trying to get your co-host back. So
I was hoping she wasn't fired for real, but I guess it is what it is.
Well, it seems to me that you had a pretty close relationship with her, thick as thieves, if you will. And how do we know that you're not going to be radioactive now? Because you're still a bug in her ear. You're going to be here getting all the intelligence to tell her as she tries to attack people from outside of the community. How do we know that you're not just going to contaminate a new hope?
I'm not like you. I won't run to the Voldemorts like you did. I won't go try backstabbing King. I won't do anything. I'm not a dirty cunt like that, like you.
You are a dirty cunt.
No, I'm really not. If I wasn't,
is it a clean cunt that would throw my hoodie in a lake? Because that wasn't the case. It was you.
No, it's a dirty cunt that'll shave her head out of desperation, bitch. How about that?
Yeah, no, shaving my head didn't hurt anybody. But try again. There's still a valid.
Did throwing your hoodie? Did throwing a hoodie because you smell like fucking cat spray and shit anyway? Did throwing a hoodie fucking hurt you?
It hurt you and your fucking ego.
Becky, didn't Star say that Savage is still here? She's still here in the Discord, so she's not gone.
Like, I'm not a dirty cunt like that. Like, I would, if one of my friends fucking did whatever they did, I wouldn't sit there. It's fair is fair. If I have a job to do, I'm gonna do a job. I would never ever go until the day Team was. I was fired. The day Team was fired.
Your job was that your job? Stop. This is why you shouldn't bother deflecting. Don't try to deflect.
Shut up, bitch. I don't need to owe you nothing, bitch.
No, it's a valid concern. It's a valid.
You know what? Then be concerned. Be concerned. Then be concerned.
It's an audience concern, and you should answer and try to persuade the audience.
I'm not persuading nobody shit. You're gonna either take my word that I would never do that or not. I ain't persuading fucking shit. Especially you, bitch.
Your word is useless because you're a liar.
Becky, you're the most useless fucking cunt around.
Why didn't you want to wear your Pinocchio costume today? Because you knew it would make you look really fucking bad, didn't you?
Well, no, because today's the day that we have to talk. We're talking about serious shit, like somebody being fired. Like, that's not a joke. And anyway, Savage gave me that punishment.
You tried.
Savage gave me that punishment. Nobody else.
Try to contain your chattermouth brain and just listen. Actually answer the question. Stop deflecting. Actually answer the question. Here it is. Very simple for you. Savage is toxic. You were around her for too long. You are now radioactive. Now anyone who's around you is going to pick up that radioactivity from whatever.
92. Thank you for the 10. Hey, Becky, what's the status of the time of your animal shelter, or still scam the fans? Nice.
Are you deflecting again? Are you deflecting again, or can you actually answer the question? I'm not going to let you get away with deflecting.
I just answered the question.
Here's the thing: you can't hold another adult responsible for another adult's actions. You just can't.
In her mind, that's what she does. She'll take dirty shit and do that. That's how she thinks. So she must think everybody does that. That's you.
Roxy does enough damage on her own.
I don't do shit to fucking
Roxy's answer to this question, because Roxy still has not answered it. All she said is not a dirty cunt.
I'm not.
Well, hey, listen, you have to convince Kimo.
I'm not convincing nobody. I don't need to convince fucking nobody. Nobody.
Because your value took a major hit.
Wouldn't that be breaking NDA? Wouldn't that be breaking NDA? I'm not an NDA breaker, bitch. Sorry.
You know what, Becky? I think
everything that was covered under NDA.
Becky, can you let other people talk, please? Becky.
No, she can't. That's her problem.
Just a minute. Okay, go
Becky,
ahead.
I think this.
Go ahead. She's muted. Go ahead.
Turn her off.
Let me serve her mute it. Becky, just wait a minute. I know you can undo yourself, but just wait a second.
Can we talk about the whole thing you just said about breaking NDA? Didn't you guys have like a whole separate stream on Savage's YouTube
never
channel?
Talks. Let's let Wonder Woman have a word. Go
right,
ahead.
right.
I just wanted to say, Becky's question is valid, but I probably would I shouldn't be answering what's been said. I think the same applies to the chat. Let's wait for the new co-host to come on into Milkers, and that person's going to work with Roxy, and obviously who you work with, you change and you work with that person. So give it a chance.
You know why? I'm not addressing her fucking stupid fucking bullshit because number one, why would I do that? If Savage is gone, she's gone from here. What would I have to gain to give her any information on anything? Yeah. She's gonna see with her own eyes what we're doing. Okay. I'm so confused with that. And number two, hold on. And number two, I'm not the one that fired up a stream and sat there and spilled anything that they fucking possibly can. Went behind King's back and did shit. I don't do dirty shit like that. I would not do that.
Dirty shit, which is why the question is here. Wonder Woman, excuse me, I would like to respond to Wonder Woman since you don't know how to give a straight answer. At least
that's my answer, bitch. Fuck you. That's my answer. Fuck you, bitch.
I'm not planning to say to that. The thing is, you have said yourself, Wonder Woman, that that Savage is still going to be in the community. That means her and Roxy are still going to be colluding, comparing notes, and it's going to be 2 versus 1.
What? There's no notes to compare.
Can you let me speak now?
You're retarded, dude. Wow.
Together to try to get rid of the new host, and what I'm trying to say is this new host could be the best host in the world, and they're going to get contaminated by this.
I'm praying for.
I don't know why the TTS didn't go off for this donation, but it's from Hushpub, who sent in 50 Zor. I would get up, but okay.
I understand what
you're. Stop your shit about bomb. You know nothing except from multi-felon Flava and Savage. Stop it. That's multi-felon.
Let me answer that. Yeah, let me answer that. Yes, I actually know because I seen the Rumble video of her doing it, so I seen it and heard it with my own eyes and ears. Yes, I sure did. Well, go ahead.
I think what needs to happen is, like I said, and I understand what you're saying, Becky, but what you're saying is an assumption. This hasn't happened. I think you need to give this channel a chance and Roxy and the new co-host a chance, and then let's see what happens. But those things you're talking about haven't happened, so you can't assume that that's going to happen.
And I hate to throw around the psychic thing, so forget psychic. Let's just look at facts. I was right about Voldemort 1, Voldemort 2, about review tech. Anyone I have ever had serious concerns about, I've been right about. I have a 100% track record on this. The reason why
it's about to be 99 now, bitch.
The reason why I could see into the future on this stuff, aside from psychic,
shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up. I'm the one bringing
content right now. Bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Fine. Have fun with your boring show.
Wait. I have questions. I was nice. I was polite. I was waiting. I had questions. Becky,
Yeah.
Maybe she'll come up again. She likes the attention.
No, she's
Real
not gonna
quick,
sit
you
there
guys.
and answer her. Who the fuck does she? Becky wants me and Tina, or me and Savage gone, so her and Tina can stay in the Queens and not have to worry about somebody clawing up the ladders and catching them behind. She'll do anything and say anything she can to get me
It does
gone.
not matter who's
Look,
here. If you make good content, your channel's gonna
That's
grow.
correct.
So
Thank you.
Exactly.
And
Real quick.
here's an example. When Becky first came on this channel, you know, looking at the
And Becky comes in. Yeah. So really after, Becky comes in, giving her side, how she felt about Savage and everything that's happened. In my head personally, I was just, this is the same woman, who, let's be real, she died, and she's admitted that she got, links grazed in RTU fire, which we all knew that was the case. We all 100% knew that was the case, and that was what's going to happen. I think in a way what's happening with Becky, yeah, she wants to control, right? She more or less wants to gatekeep people. Which honestly, on her end, that makes perfect sense. Right? That makes a lot more perfect sense. But let's really get into it. With Savage leaving and Milker's now with one host left, right? I don't know where the future is. They probably will just end up fitting with the rest of the shows. I personally think if anything was to happen with Milker, it'll just transform. It'll probably go the same way as all the other shows have gone. Obviously, Roxy is there. Something I forgot to mention is it's funny how Roxy was saying that like she'll stay and be loyal. Yes, she's still there, which, let's be honest, I think if anything, Savage would have probably told her, like, just keep your job. Don't lose it. You don't have any other opportunities right now. You're too old. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Savage told her. And I wouldn't be surprised later on if Savage said, fuck you, Roxy. It's also funny, Becky did say that, like, there's a real genuine fear that, like, Roxy and Savage can be teaming up. And they do make the point that, let's be real, Becky was ready to join up with Lynx and Grace, but never did. So it is a good counterpoint. Let's not deny that. She didn't really collaborate with them, but she had them, in her YouTube chats and everything. I personally don't, honestly, that is a good valid point on Becky. And I understand where Becky's saying, like, oh, there's a real fear of Roxy and Savage may team up on the... I don't think they'll team up on the LCU. I think they'll just team up against Queens, particularly. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, if anything, Savage is just going to not leave the LCU Discord, but she's just going to be, I'm done, I don't really care anymore. But again, we'll have to wait and see. That would be interesting to see that end up happening. But I'm not sure if Roxy's going to go down that path. With that being said, y'all, hope y'all have a good one and be safe. Till next time.